Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are going to take a look at 𝗏harmony. What is 𝗏harmony and would we invest? And for those who are regular to the channel, you already know the answer to this question. But bear with us if you're new here, and we'll walk you through what 𝗏harmony 1 is all about and whether or not we would invest. So if you do find this video useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really does appreciate it, as do I. And if you're new to the channel, then do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, with all that said and done, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and let's walk through what 𝗏harmony is all about.
Yeah, let's do that.
Fantastic. So 𝗏harmony, Chris, it's basically one of those recent projects, I guess, that has been trying to basically deal with the issue of scalability within the blockchain industry, and it ultimately aims to create a very fast, and open network, operated and governed by a very large community. Okay, so 𝗏harmony, has a fantastic ecosystem. It has lots of end-to-end capabilities, including things like transfers of cryptocurrencies, and this is mainly achieved by integrating the existing networks that are out there. And this basically allows you to convert your standard fiat currencies, Chris, into cryptocurrencies and vice versa incredibly efficiently. There are many reasons why you want to kind of get involved in something like this. And if you're familiar with the Ethereum blockchain, then you'll turn to 𝗏harmony to solve the many issues that you find over there. But let's break this down in a little bit more detail, Chris. Shall we go through some of these things in detail?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want me to start off?
Start off with it. Yeah, go for it, Chris.
Yeah, so 𝗏harmony is a reliable blockchain. Love that. that has key I can't get my words out, Nick.
Yeah, it's key innovations such as peer-to-peer networking, mainly centralizing around or decentralizing around sharding, believe it or not, Chris, which is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So I can't talk.
This is I guess an innovative project. That's the word that Chris is struggling with today. But innovative project, that ultimately was announced back when in May 2019 via the Binance Launchpad.
Yeah, maybe I'll put my teeth in. But yeah, the 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘 Growth Award was also won by the team. Which obviously recognizes the startup with the massive potential growth sort of within the fintech world. So it's fantastic. Then you've got the NFT market is exploding nowadays as well. However, it does face slow development due to Ethereum's gas fees that and the scaling issues that we've mentioned before. So the LMA marketplace was established on 𝗏harmony protocol to take advantage of the low transaction fees.
And NFTs are absolutely massive, guys, and you're seeing a lot of projects, specifically even VeChain, trying to entice NFT projects to go and build on that particular blockchain. But it's fantastic to see that a sharding blockchain like 𝗏harmony is also investigating and basically trying to entice those NFT projects over as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk a little bit, Chris, about how the project does actually benefit businesses, right? And it does this by the ease of use of deployment of marketplaces for those NFTs. Those fungible tokens, and this could be anything from loyalty points, for example, all the way through to those non-fungible assets, such as in-game digital assets, right? So if you wanted to have a gaming platform and you wanted a decentralized dApp for a game, and you wanted a decentralized marketplace to go with it, then you could ultimately turn to 𝗏harmony, which is fantastic. So ultimately there's a vision here. It's quite a long-term vision, but basically it's to provide that decentralized, trustless and open blockchain for everyone to use. So it's very, very good from those perspectives. So in brief summary, Chris, just over what 𝗏harmony is in a roundabout way. It's all about that peer-to-peer networking and sharding. It's all about NFTs and non-fungible and fungible tokens such as loyalty points and in-game digital assets, all the transactions as well, and the converting of fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat effectively. Okay, and if we talk a little bit more about the consensus mechanisms and things that are sitting in the background, obviously Harmony 1 is a proof of stake blockchain as well, isn't it, Chris? And it actually uses something that they call EPOS, or effective proof of stake. And effective proof of stake solves a couple of vital issues, right? And the first one has to obviously be to prevent top stakers from overtaking the network, and then the second one is to spice up the bottom stakers. So this basically is designed to help users earn rewards through fair participation, in securing the one network. So obviously you have lots of validators and staking pools and all that kind of stuff, and you need to do it in a very fair way so you don't have a few centralized nodes basically overtaking the network. So it's very key that you have effective proof of stake or a protocol like that that helps incentivize the correct way of working. So Harmony's effective proof of stake, Chris, mechanism, that whole mechanism there, the EPOS mechanism, it also solves the scalability issues as well as the security issues that we see with Ethereum. It basically reduces the centralization and shares equal rewards to its validators. So it's something that you have to consider when you're making an investment, because ultimately Ethereum is a relatively old technology. I think it was first kind of out there in 2015, and we are now 2021. It's important that we have a blockchain with a good front end and back end as well, something that has good solid foundation. So let's talk a little bit, Chris, about sharded blockchain, shall we?
Yeah, it is one of the first sharded blockchains to provide staking. Additionally, one Harmony also introduced cross-chain loan, which is fantastic, which is the first non-custodial cross-chain lending protocol. Besides this, the project also has plans to launch zero-knowledge proofs to enable data sharing with consumer privacy. So again, great fundamentals this project, hasn't it, Nick?
It really does, yeah. So it's very important to understand what's going on there, and it's obviously one of the very first sharded blockchains in the world, right? And it also provides that, or I should say, actually, it's the first sharded blockchain that provided staking, and that's a very crucial thing to decentralization effort as well. So it's good to see that they're obviously offering cross-chain lending as well, isn't it, Chris? So I guess at this point it's good to talk about the one token as well and how that kind of comes into the mix a little bit. So ultimately, One Harmony, it is powered by the native token of the platform. This is under the ticker of 1, and the one token basically allows its users to participate within the ecosystem, right? And they can perform many different types of actions, and we're not going to really get into those, but we're going to talk a little bit more about some of those benefits of being a token holder. But, it basically does provide a low latency and low fee consensus platform, and it's ultimately designed to encourage and power a decentralized economy for a duration of time, and ultimately hopefully forever, really, going further forward. So it's definitely something that's got future growth in mind. And we can obviously, when we talk about the one token, not forget about staking either, Chris. So staking and on-chain governance are crucial to the Harmony 1 project. And, ultimately, Harmony actually migrated the one token from Ethereum in a similar way that we saw even the VeChain and the 𝗕 move away from Ethereum, and we also see in 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗡 move away from Ethereum because there are limitations. But ultimately, Harmony actually moved the one token away from Ethereum and the Binance chains to its own blockchain, which is a fantastic move, and we've seen many other people do this as well. So, it wasn't just this that actually happened. Users, can now also store their one tokens, on compatible wallets as well. And we personally prefer the Ledger devices. So we have the Ledger S, or the Nano S, and the Nano X. The One Harmony token, however, only really works with the Ledger Nano S and not the X. So you do have to bear that in mind. But the Trust Wallet as well is another one, and there is also the Harmony extension for the web browsers as well. So there's many options that you do have for actually, holding the one token outside of your common exchanges like Binance. But it's also important to know about the staking elements, which obviously can be done via Harmony as well. So yeah, it's fantastic to see that you get this, or at least the users of One Harmony get to have true ownership of their user data, right? And it allows users to basically enjoy any value that arises from their own data ownership rights. And it's important because data is becoming a very clear commodity in the future. It's almost more valuable than oil at this point in time. Data is everything. So it's important that you do own your own and you have the rights over it. And ultimately, Harmony is looking to connect markets in many different countries, flourishing countries, and these could be places like India, for example. And they're looking for cross-border finance and things like that in some similar regards, I guess, that you see with Stellar, Cardano, and even XRP. But it also, integrates fiat gateways, and it's important because you do need to have those gateways in place. So currently there are things like Binance US, Coin, DEX, etc. But you can also do stablecoins as well, such as Binance USD, to name a few. But it's also, Chris, probably worth talking about a cross-chain bridge, right?
Yeah, so Harmony also launched an Ethereum to Harmony cross-chain chain bridge with the name of Horizon. So again, fantastic for the network. The team is also planning to develop a cross-chain ecosystem which allows users and developers to interact with multiple chains. So again, really important, isn't it, Nick? You've got fault tolerance 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 helps in quick consensus of the block transactions, and fast BFT leads to low transaction fees as well. So yeah, very different to how Ethereum is currently. The bridge is secured group of validators who submit their confirmations through a multi-signature contract. It also grants permissions to deploy tokens on Harmony to avail full features of token on its chain. So fantastic. Increasingly, there are 1,000 Harmony nodes so far, I believe, out of which 640 or so of them are running by the community. So yeah, again, it's fantastic. And I think, have you got anything else to add to that, Nick, or should we move on to the team?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the practical Byzantine fault tolerance, that 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 is absolutely fantastic. It does some really good things for Harmony One. It basically does make those low transaction fees possible, and it makes the whole thing very, very fast. So it's worth calling that out as well. As well as obviously having so many nodes as well, which is also fantastic. But it's also great to see that so many of them are run by the community. So let's talk a little bit about the team, Chris, because obviously the team is something that we always look at before we get into a project, and it's important to know and trust who they are and what they are doing. So the team, I guess, that were behind and founded Harmony is a combination of engineering experts as well as those from the academic side as well. So lots of researchers were involved. We won't go through a list of the names, but they were key individuals who came from key areas around the world and that ultimately focused on some key things. So we have people with experience in top software giants such as Apple, Google, Microsoft, to name a few, and it's good to see some PhD people in here as well. And there's definitely people who have experience with programming, which is also vital, as well as some engineers as well, specifically around people like Amazon Web Services. So they've got a good team that have a diverse set of skills acquired from multiple different large organizations. So it's absolutely fantastic to see that as well. Now, it probably would be worth, Chris, talking a little bit about some of the partnerships, but I will kind of also want to leave that out there for other people to also do some research. But they have got some fantastic partnerships currently, and I think that's going to be an ever-growing list. So we do recommend doing some of your own research as well. Definitely don't just listen to us on this particular video, but do dig deep and have a look at some of those partnerships as well, because they are pretty good stuff.
They are, definitely, Nick.
Yeah, so Chris, I feel that I don't want to go into too much detail on the pricing side or the NFT side either, but I think it's worth maybe just giving a bit of a conclusion as to what we think about OneHarmony. So what are your thoughts about OneHarmony, Chris?
Well, for me, like, I don't know, if we just think, what do we normally look at a project? So one of the first things is the team, and a team is immense, isn't it, Nick? And they've got the attributes that we look for in a team in similar projects to this one, right? So they're able to get their hands dirty, as in, you know, do some of the work themselves if they needed to. They've got a very good understanding of how everything works. So for me, you know, they've got a great leadership team and all of that stuff. So for me, you know, that's probably the first thing to call out. They've got some fantastic partnerships. I know we haven't really spoke too much about those. We do want you guys to go do your research as well. But ultimately, it's a really promising project, right? I still think that it's early. I think their technology is amazing. Overall, I'm very, very impressed. And I think, you know, they've got some you know, strong competition in the likes of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, you know, just to name one. But, you know, from what I've seen, from where they were when I first invested to where they are now, like, they've come on leaps and bounds, and they've demonstrated that they're able to you know, do what is required to be done up to this point. So, you know, I'm excited about OneHarmony. I'm excited about the fact that more people are talking about it now, which means we can give it some more airtime. We have spoke about it, you know, fairly regularly over our period of time on YouTube, but now we're starting to see momentum, right? And I don't expect that to stop anytime soon. I'm expecting big things from this project.
Yeah, I think the project is absolutely fantastic. It's why we both have actually invested, right? We aren't just, you know, small investors either. We're relatively large, and we are also considering firing up a validating node for Harmony One as well. So do watch this space if you're interested in potentially getting into this project. Obviously, not financial advice. Do your own research, but do check out our channel, and you know, we will basically make the announcement when we actually launch our own staking pool for Harmony One as well. So you'll be able to delegate your stake directly into our pool, and we'll be able to mint blocks together and ultimately enjoy the rewards that come with a proof of stake blockchain. Juicy rewards, as you always say, Chris. So hopefully, guys, you found this video useful and informative. If you did, then do go ahead and hit that like button for Chris. He really does appreciate it, as do I. And if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.